Hey guys, I'm the Angry Spy, the main spy for the Angry Hobos. We are a UGC Gold team sponsored by Vault F4 Network. If you want to find out more about them, head on over to vaultf4.com, and this is my Let's Play Badwater. So, where I'm standing right now, really nice place to hang out. As you can see, I'm having a hard time getting up there. It's usually not that hard once you get the timing down, and it allows you to hang out around this cove here where usually you'll find their rotating classes hang out a lot because there's a health pack and an ammo pack there, and you can usually get some nice picks if you're waiting for them. And one tip here, always take out the teleporter on the Badwater. I've seen a few times where we don't notice that their teleporter's there and they end up getting a combo behind us, and that usually doesn't work out too well for us. And here our combo pushes on the roof, so I didn't want to push up with them. I wanted to come behind them because I knew they would be pushing them back, and unfortunately they got out before I could, but I chased after them, and their medic and all of them backed up. And here, don't taunt as a sniper because that's what happens. You get killed. Taunting in competitive is rude, it's disrespectful, and you usually die pretty much every time because you can't move and it lasts quite a while. So if I see you taunting, I will go out of my way to kill you. And so the other thing is work with your combo. You should be coordinating your pushes there. They only had a level 1, so our combo was able to take it down rather easily. But in order for the combo not to take much damage, I went in, sapped it for them, and then they were able to push with ease because they didn't have a level 1 opposing them, even though it wouldn't really have done much damage. So going through the tires here is a great place to hang out because usually their roaming classes will be in there, but you can work your way around them with ease. And always make sure to report where they are because they could be trying to flank, and if you don't notify your team, something's gonna happen. Here, I thought I had the heavy, but last second, as my backside was about to register, they popped, and unfortunately I died. And there's not much really you can do there because that's really all a timing thing. I could have went for the medic, but I knew the tire was hanging around there, so I went for the thing he was healing. Once again, work with your team. I told our heavy to get ready. I went in, sapped, and we were able to take that gun down with ease, and that gun was doing quite a lot of damage. A tip for getting away from things that are chasing you after you cloak is walk a little bit and then stand still. They expect you to be moving around, they expect you to be trying to escape. They don't think you're going to sit there. Now this doesn't work with heavy and pyro and whatnot because obviously they can cover large amount of ranges and you'll most likely get caught out. Another thing to do is report the health of people you do damage on. I just did a headshot in the demo, I called it out, we were able to pick them off with these because of that. If you do something that's substantial to an important class, call it out. As sniper, spy, anything you play, if you do a lot of damage to something, call it out because that's one less guy they're going to have on the field. Here, I stupidly stuck around. I got bumped into and killed. If you're being chased by a scout, you usually want to get away, try and predict where he's going to go, because the scout can cover a lot of ground, and a good one will try and run around in a certain pattern in order to catch you out easily. And this area around here is a great place to hang out because once you start walking up towards the balcony, you have a huge area that you can just hang out, hang on the rails. You can call out information, you can just wait there when you see your opportunity to get an important stab, then you can just jump down and hit them. And here I saw that our team Uber, they counter popped, and I wanted to wait until the Ubers were going out because I knew their Uber was pushing ours back, and our combo called that they were going to counter push because we were able to wipe out a few of their important guys. So a few of our guys bombed, and I came behind them and I sapped the gun and took out the heavy, and that pretty much wiped out their team, so we were able to push the cart. And a really good place to be on spy when you're on last is around their spawn, because if you wipe out a few of their classes, especially important ones, camp their spawn door when they come out, kill them. This is competitive, anything goes really. If they say, oh, you're a camper, which I doubt they will, because they would do the same thing. Not a big deal. This spot right here, we are now defending, by the way. This spot right here gives you tons of view of everything, so you can report what they're doing. And initially, when you're defending on Badwater, that's a huge thing to do. You need to tell the team where they're going. I was able to tell the team that their combo was down in the tunnels, and they weren't going to be pushing the cliff, so they could refocus their energy to moving there. Fortunately, we weren't able to kill them all, but we were able to hold them back, and we had a very substantial hold on this point, which is, first point is very hard to hold. Once again, these rocks, great. I noticed that one of our guys was bombing in, so I came in, I picked up the pyro, I almost picked out the spy, but I got picked out by their jumper, so unfortunate. But if you have the opportunity to pick out key classes and die in the end, it's not really that big of a deal. And this rock here is a great place to stand. You should be standing back a little more, so when they spam it, you don't get hit. Fortunately, I wasn't thinking at the time, and I went back for a second time, very stupidly. This time I was even more open, and they knew I was there, so I got killed. So that's one thing you definitely need to make sure on, is you're standing in the proper area. If you don't stand in the proper area, you will get picked out. And like I was talking about earlier, you don't always have to rush in. Just stand around, tell your team what they're doing. If you're able to give your team important information, you're able to know when to back out. RNG was able to pick up his gun and get out with ease, and we were able to back up and hold without losing a gun, without losing anyone. Here, great place to stand. They usually don't check this area. You're covered by the left and right from the rock and the stairs, and this is a good place to just wait. If you see where they're moving, call it out, wait for the opportunity. Here I noticed the heavy was falling behind, came behind him, and I was able to pick him off, and I could have picked off the pyro if he wasn't jumping, unfortunately, but in the end we did get a heavy pick, and we were able to hold it rather nice. Fortunately here, we didn't seem to notice they were pushing the cart that much. We did end up confronting it, I guess would be a good word. And here their medic for some reason got really hung out, and they really overstated. That's not a good idea, because in the end he ended up getting picked because he was way too far ahead. And the spy hanging around on the tracks and boiler room and near the house while they're pushing that point, because you have a lot of area to move around. And as you can see, as you watch there, I was able to put some damage on the spy. He dead ringer the first time. And here I saw an injured jumper on the cart, and I was able to pick him off with ease, because you need to be coordinating with your team, and he wasn't coordinating with his team. He was unfortunately pushing the car by himself when he probably should have waited for his team. And when your team keeps like trickling in, it doesn't really work out that well, because you're just going to get picked off one by one, and when you're getting picked off one by one, you can't really do that much. You need to be coordinating. So I always like to ask our combo where they're going, or if I know where they're going, I'll make sure to come from the opposite side so we can kind of block them in. Here I tried to go for the demo, but their medic called me out, and I was able to hide behind our roof. I also hear called out that they were on the roof trying to get it back, so I jump bombed them, and I went up the stairs, and we were able to clear it out with ease. So if you're holding this point, I think it's pretty obvious that they shouldn't be getting the roof. If they're up a little bit and you're able to get behind them and get the roof, that's huge. And if you're able to do a little damage but not kill them still, do it. I was able to do a little damage on the demo there, and our heavy was able to get them, so it really paid off. So this is pretty much the end of my video. If you have any questions or concerns, put them in the comments. If you like the channel, please subscribe. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike the video, dislike it. And as always, head on over to vaultf4.com to find out about awesome game servers such as Left 4 Dead 2, Team Fortress 2. They have tons of stuff. Yeah, I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you for watching, and keep an eye out for all my future videos. Thanks.